have bread to get it. Taste like fruit when you hit it. Gotta have bread to get it. Taste like fruit when you hit it. Taste like fruit when you hit it.
Thank you for tuning in to ENDEE Online. I'm here with Haji Street, emerging artist extraordinaire, AJ Ross, about to get the in-depth, behind-the-scenes story. So, for the people who haven't heard of Haji Street yet, who are you? What is your story? How did you become Haji Street?
All right, Haji Street. I'm from Ohio, a little city up northwest, Lima, Ohio. Pretty much been doing this thing for years now. I try not to put myself into a box as an artist or be all about one thing. I look at it like as people, you know, one day you may be happy, one day you may be in love, the next day your heart may be broken. Whatever your struggle is, you know, whatever you go through, we as people, we all go through the same type of thing. So I don't want to be categorized as this guy, you know, because as people, we're not just this one person. You feel me?
No doubt. And they say music is a universal language. So when did you first fall in love with music?
I first fell in love with music. I think I was 9 years old, and I was in Syracuse, New York, with my family, just chilling out. My big cousin, C. Noob, and he was the man, by the way, back then. He probably was, I don't know, 14, but he was the man in my eyes. Long story short, there was a girl next door, mad cute, puppy love type thing. She probably was like 10, 11. And we all wanted her, not my older cousin, but me and my little cousins, we all liked her. We all just wanted her to be our girlfriend or whatever. So my big cousin said, all right, well, you know, the person that's gonna holler at her, you know, you gotta write the dopest rap for her. So we all sat down, you know, with our pens and pencils and scribbled some lyrics together. You know, shit probably was whack. And tried to get the girl, you know, tried to win the girl, but that was probably like the first time I really wrote a rap.
What was your first stage performance like?
I think I was a freshman in high school. And where was we at? Bowling Green, no, Bell Fountain. I did a show at a college. I was like 14. I had like my basketball jersey on. It was like a 6X. I had some red Chuck Taylors. And it was about halfway full, but I got the rocking, they got the feeling me, so I got the feeling it, you know. It was a crazy experience. I left there and thought I was on top of the world. You know, I went back to school and everybody's like, oh, you know, the other little rap niggas was in there like, oh, you know, nigga think he hot shit because he did that show. But the girls like, oh, you doing tours? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, that was probably like the first time, you know, definitely hitting the stage like that. It was real cool.
What would you say is your biggest influence, your biggest motivation?
Witnessing the growth. I mean, coming from a point where, you know, it started out as something fun, and something cool to do, and, you know, over the years making those songs and doing those little school freestyle battles and getting a couple girls and stuff like that, to really understanding like really what my life has been about up to this point, where I came from and stuff like that. So by the time I was probably 18, 19 years old, I look back on my life like, damn, that shit happened, or this, or, you know, so I really kind of understood my story, and then through the music was able to express that as well. So my motivation, with all that being said, my motivation is probably like when that person is like, yeah, dog, that was some real shit, just like me, or when shorty is just like, oh, he's such a nice guy, or just those people's reactions to me just being myself, doing what I love to do, and that just motivates me. And you know, obviously anybody would want to do, you know, what they love to do. The art of it all is just, it's crazy, you know, hitting the stage, having people sing your songs, or just really showing you the credit you deserve. You know, I ain't gonna, you know, toot my horn, but shit, if you dope, you know, you want somebody to, you know, congratulate you for that, or say, oh, you know, thanks for being dope, and not all this whack shit, the shit that's inside that box I was talking about, that we gonna stay away from that box. But that's what motivates me, people.
What would you say to any other indie artist that's watching you right now and watching you grind and drawing inspiration from you? What advice would you have for them?
I would say, man, you know, keep your head up, keep working, keep grinding. It's not easy. You're not gonna start rapping tomorrow and make $1 million. It's a whole lot of work, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears. Most of you niggas will quit. It's definitely about making those contacts, networking, and really like working at your craft, you know. Just because your girlfriend said you sweet, nigga, you're not sweet. You know what I'm saying? So you work on your craft, get your shit mixed and mastered right, get it engineered right, come up with a plan, strategize, you know, and keep it 100, keep it real. And people like to like you for who you are, as opposed to like you for some bullshit that you portray. Excuse my French, but you know, that's just real.
People want to get in touch with you, put you on, you know, get you to come out to their college. How can they get in touch with you?
Book HodgieStreet@gmail.com, HodgieStreet.com, at Hodgie Street on Twitter. You can check out the Facebook fan page, or at 1700 ENT, 1700 ENT. We're here, you know, waiting on your call. Holla at your boy.
So we can say we heard it here first on ENDEE Online. I knew you win is what I'm going to be saying when you make it big, right? You ain't going to forget.
I got you.
All right.
It's all good. So big shout out to 1700 ENT. We got the Kush music video coming soon. Me times my brother Rashad, BrickWaugh Films. Everybody that's just a part of the movement, big shout out to you. Shout out to my homegirl AJ right here. We just gonna keep winning.